Guys, and welcome back to the Study Hack series. This is episode 22 in the series, and what we're going to look at in this one is the concept of exam stress. So it's something that affects students a lot, and in this one I'm going to share a strategy with you about how to reduce exam stress so you're able to better perform. So again, what we're going to do is start with a quote, and it says, "The day she let go of the things that were weighing her down was the day she began to shine the brightest." That is by Katrina Mayer. So if you reduce stress, actually what you can do as a result of that is then perform at a higher level. I mean, that sounds pretty simple. I mean, you can get your head around that, right? So the way I'm going to convey the concept of stress and how it sort of comes about and how to reduce it is through two students. So imagine you have student 1 and you have student 2. So student 1 is someone, imagine they both care about their education. So student 1 is someone who doesn't work hard, doesn't bother preparing, doesn't plan out their revision, procrastinates a lot and puts things off, maybe revises 2 weeks or 3 weeks before, crams all their revision and starts maybe pulling all-nighters to get through all their revision and studying. And essentially they don't have a lot of control over things. So that's student 1. Now student 2, though, on the other hand, works hard. They bother putting in a lot of preparation. They plan out all their revision. They don't procrastinate, and they've got all their revision spread out over the entire year or months, so they don't have to cram, and they've got everything under control. Now, which individual do you think is going to be less stressed out of those two? Well, if you guessed it on the go, you probably guessed correctly, which is that it's student 2 who's going to be less stressed. And the reason is it all comes down to control. Think about it this way: the more control you have over your circumstances, the lower the stress. So essentially, student 2 has got so much control because they've prepared so much. And you can't imagine in your head that student really panicking or struggling or having anxiety attacks and stuff and getting stressed out. Whereas student 1, you can imagine in the last few weeks and in the days before leading up to the exam, they're suddenly getting very stressed out. So that's one way to deal with stress, is hard work and strong preparation reduce stress levels. So that's what I would say to you. So make sure you're working hard and preparing really well. And you can sort of see that on the day of the exam itself as well, because as a student as well, I've been around, around many exam halls and seen how people are leading up to exams. And I feel like the individuals that are least stressed are the smartest ones, are the best performers. Why? It's because they're sort of like in the zone and they've prepared so well. It's almost like they know what they're going to get in the exam anyway. All they have to do is just sit the paper. It's like they've got this confidence that says, okay, I've got this. I've got everything under control. And even though they seem to care about their education a lot more and their exams a lot more, they sort of have that confidence that gives them control, and the control means they have less stress. So the action step for today would be to make sure you really work hard, you have a strong preparation, and you plan out all your revisions so you don't have to be like the student 1 who's cramming and pulling all-nighters, and they're revising a few weeks before and days before the exam. So that individual is going to be very stressed. So what you want to do is to reduce that stress is to start spreading out your revision, working really hard, and preparing really, really strong for your exams. So you exert a higher level control. High level control means less stress. Okay, so that is the action step for today. Please like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel so you can keep getting content, and I will see you in the next study hack.